morning, man. Top of the morning. Top of the morning, man. We here working, man. The independent Shaw News Motion Talk. Live and direct in the flesh. Don't get it misconstrued, man. We are not the same. We are not the same, y'all. These guys jump in the lane, but we are not the same. We are not literally. We are literally not the same. They attempt to jump in the lane, but look, we are not the same. That's what we about to show right now. Goods and services, baby. We want to get all the goods and services on the table. That's the CMOS right there, man. And I'm looking for a new CMOS plug too. I ain't gonna hold you. But on my last plug, they got to shut it down. And a lot of these guys now that be hitting me up or that I be hitting up, they can't provide the motion. Okay? They can't provide the motion, man. They online. They can't provide the motion. So 2025, I need a new CMOS connection, man. I need a new CMOS connection, man. We're gonna be talking about that too. I want another CMOS connection. But as you can see, the table is set. The table is set. We're gonna get up and running. I want y'all to see all the goods and services, man. You know how I might have to do it? I might have to do it like this, man. I might have to do it like this. But when it's so far away, right? It's kind of hard for me to see. Really makes it hard for me to see, man, because I want to see y'all comments, man. But when I move it so far away, right, I can't really see y'all comments over there. But y'all get a better visual of the goods, look, and services, huh? See what I'm talking about? Y'all get a better visual of the goods and services. That's what it's about, this live stream right here. We are not the same. A lot of these guys sat online, secretly talking about me. But it's like, yo, that's why I go so hard on their helmets now. Cause it's like, bro, at the end of the day, we not the same. You're a bum. Not only are you a bum, you have no growth. You have nothing going on. And you're talking about somebody that has built and continues to build, right? And if that's what you're into, by all means, you know my phrase, you do have options, but you are not gonna sit here and try to tarnish nor dismiss things that I have done. All you do is call yourself sitting around talking about boxing and you don't even do nothing in it. Yeah, you do absolutely nothing in it. You're not even an official content creator. Because to be an official boxing content creator, at some point you gotta really go get real boxing content. You can't just sit on the internet and constantly speak on what somebody's talking about on Twitter or other people's work. Like, come on, man, you're lazy. All right, hit the like button over there, though. Hit the like button, man. For goods and services. Smash the like button. I'm about to get started. Can y'all see the CMOS? The CMOS is right here. That's the CMOS, man. I do need a new CMOS Connect, man. None of those little, like, no little orders, man. If you look at the sandwich bag right there, I get it in pounds. Big pounds. Like, we not nickel and diamond over here, man. Big pounds. Big man. Big man things. Alright? Big man things. No little things. No little things. Big man things. But come on in, man. Come on in. This morning. We're gonna get started. Man, it'd be so funny now how a lot of people be exiting out the building, right? Because they can't even show their growth. They can't show their motion. You see how I'm showing my motion? Oh, that's perfect right there. That's perfect. And the CMOS. That is perfect right there. I'll put the moss right here. I'll put the moss right there. All right. So we about to get started, y'all. Come tap on in, man. The Shaw News Enterprise, man. Now you tell some of these guys, and especially the ones that endorse crash dummies and try to front on real players, man, come to the table correct, man, in 2025, man. Or get out the way. Or prepare to get, like Kobe said, roll over. All right? The top of the morning, man. Happy Saturday, y'all. I'm gonna take my time this morning. Feel free to donate. Right, you know, you do have what? Options. Feel free to donate, man. Let me make sure we sounding good over there on the behind the scenes before I start the stream, y'all. I want to make sure we sound good. Oh yeah, we looking good too. Damn. We looking good. Look at how we looking. Oh yeah, we looking good too. Damn. We looking good. Look at how we looking. Oh yeah, we looking good too. Damn. All right, man. Hold on. Oh, I'm on homeless, man. Oh, I just want to pin that. There we go. Pin that over there. All right, now we're gonna get started for y'all. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. this is on some. Rome wasn't built overnight, man. You know, Rome was not built overnight. Hit the like button when you come on in the building. It's free. You know, don't be somebody that calls yourself a supporter, but you don't support the free things. That is a big red flag, because a lot of things on social media are free, and a lot of you show who you are by not liking a lot of the free stuff. When you don't like free stuff, but then you attempt to copy and do some of the free things, that's just a bad look, man. Just telling you, it's a bad look. You don't look official, right? You don't look official. By no means, man. Well, that's why you always hear me say it's cool when they do it, man. Ah, man, I don't want that. I don't want that. These guys attempted to jump in the lane so much that they done crashed out to the point where now they all gotta link up. They gotta link up, and they be look, man, it's pathetic, man. Like get your own motion going. You know what it is, y'all can't, cause y'all not builders. See, one thing about being a builder's gonna get it right. If you a builder, you gonna get it right, man. When you're not a builder, you're not gonna get right, man. You're not gonna get right. But when you're a builder, you're gonna get right, man. A lot of dudes, they not builders. It just shows they're crash dummies. Right? They are crash dummies. Well, come on up in here, man. And get on down to the OJ rhythm. My mic sounds nice, right? How's my mic sound? Where's YouTube Studios? It feels good to be back up and running though, man. Content. Get on down to the OJ rhythm. Get on down to the OJ rhythm. So we going live on StreamYard too. So y'all can pull up on StreamYard as well. That way y'all can get a visual of some of the things that I will be displaying and talking about. Now, as you can see, the table, for those on the behind the scenes, this is some of the merchandise that I specialize in. One is on the head. This has been seen all over ESPN as well as all over the world. We have sea moss. The benefits of sea moss is 92 of the 100 and such minerals in the body. Is good for weight loss, energy, a lot of good things, man. We also offer the sea moss. We also have this right here, the Source strain. Marijuana. Holla at me, man. This is Source Enterprise. Now, a lot of times people see me, or they see my character on the internet. They see the things that I do in boxing. A lot of you guys are fans, allegedly, of boxing. But, when I talk about it, it's a problem. But how are you a fan of something, and I'm a fan of it, but I actually do things in it? And I come on the internet and I express the things that I do, and I show the things that I do, more importantly. So I'm just not speaking, because I watch panels all the time, right? A lot of times people are speaking of others, what they see in others do, or what others, third party conversations. Whereas some of my conversations be, right then and there. And I showed this 6 years ago. But I learned that YouTube boxing is basically a form of fans that don't really do nothing. They don't know how to build, right? They base success on YouTube boxing off of smoke and mirrors, fake views, fake algorithm, stuff like that. Because shout out to Wallow226, he had to come and blow it up because he watched myself, somebody who, like I said, I've been on YouTube for 6 years. And in 6 years, I don't do the most views. But if you look at the actual views that matter with boxing, you could put me in a room with any of the quote unquote the guys who are supposed to be the biggest doing the things. And you could put me out the room with them, because I think, and we're gonna get into that, some of the things that I have went on to do and become, as far as helping the fighter get situated, signed, lining up sponsorships, navigating and managing my own children to do media activities, whether it is shooting a professional fight card at Madison Square Garden, or my youngest daughter being a online front lines, get it right, online front lines, actual reporting of a actual ESPN top rank weigh-in. These are the things that I did and I talked about, and I said it before they didn't happen. King Richard Source. And also I want to add to the mix the mentorship. Now I talked about it and I showed it. From my man NYT to now you seen Joe Dini and many others. But moving forward, look at my table. It's goods and services. You have to pay to play, right? A lot of y'all slept on a lot of the things that I spoke on and talked about. Now I have a table full of it. So once again, you have to pay to play. You do have what? Options. This is the Source Experience. The news by Shaw News, man. The news by Shaw News, man. Like a lot of other content creators, they're very successful. Successful at what though? Smoke and mirrors? What is their actual success? Especially when it pertains to boxing. Because everybody talks it, but who's actually really doing it? Who's actually really covering it? Those of us that's doing it. And another thing with me too, and I say this respectfully, you don't see me engaging or sitting around people that's not doing anything. I'm on my Kobe Bean Bryant. I don't want to be around that. That's not the vibes. That's not the energy, right? And when I start picking up on, if that is what you're cool with or you're comfortable with, I don't want to be around you either. Just saying. I'm just saying, you know, because you get me dumb, like Kobe said. You make me dumb. But we had a wonderful, wonderful show yesterday, man. Wonderful, wonderful show. Right? Wonderful, wonderful show yesterday. Man, top of the morning, y'all. This is the Source Experience. In a second, I'll open up the panel, but I just want to touch on a couple of topics real quick. Shout out to everybody that was on here yesterday with me: Malik, Gumbo, Duke Farrow, Mr. Gumbo, CW. Great, great, great live yesterday, man. And I think we set the example. We set a good example because there were great conversations, right? Even though everybody was, everybody had their own fighters, like Malik. Shout out to my guy Malik, man. Malik is a Tank Davis pro PBC guy. He gets mad when I say he's programmed, but it is what it is, right? But he was on here. We all were going at it, right? Malik was trying his hardest to debunk me and debate me and he was making stuff up because he said I said Tank Davis ducked, but he could not pull up the receipt, right? He couldn't pull the receipt up, and well, it was just great boxing talk, great boxing talk, and I have a lot of that to put up today, and I will, because that's what I'm going to be doing today. There's no Instacart. I'm gonna take. I always say that, and then you end up seeing me out there getting into a little bit of Insta motion, but not today. I just want to chill. As you can see, I have the table set up, right? For the people that's on the behind the scenes, the people that's over here, I'll show you the table. All right, let's show y'all the table. This is the strain. Shout out to all my marijuana consumers right here. The Source strain available. You know you do have options, right? Now, if you're not a marijuana guy, but you like to get fly, look at this. This is the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati Reds right here, real fly, right? Maybe that's not your cup of tea, right? So maybe you are a Pittsburgh Steeler guy. Black and yellow, here we go. Black and yellow. You know, we do have options, man. So, okay, maybe you don't like the Steelers, but maybe you are a Laker guy. Here's the Lakers. You know, you do have options, man. You do have options. And this is a healthy option right here. As you can see, the CMOS. I talked about this too. Now, I'm looking for a new CMOS Connect, man. Like all these guys that I've been talking to behind the scenes, on the scene. Look, this is roughly, I've been going in this, but I'll be getting it like 7 pounds or better, man. These guys, all these fake wholesale distributors, right, that I've been chopping it up with, right, they want to offer me CMOS, right? Little ounces, little shit. I'm like, bro, I sell it like how you're trying to sell it to me, and I make it by the jaws, the big jaws. Like, what are you talking about? You're not making sense. You want to sell me, like, I don't, shout out to my people, man. They went out of business. Well, they shut down. I used to get it in Pittsburgh, man, by the bulk, man. And they're no longer around. They said they was gonna come back, but they never came back, man. And my supply now is running low. So I need a new connect. So if anybody knows, it will connect. Not, like I said, I get it in bulk, man. I'm not looking to get, like, they trying to sell it to me like this. Anybody that got CMOS from me, like my guys Gumbo and different people, this is how I set it out. So why would I get with a connect, or quote unquote so-called connect, that this is how they're selling it? And I just showed you how I get it. But hopefully y'all caught that source, man. All right. But let's get to a couple topics I want to touch on. I'm gonna pull up my Instagram page, right? Now this is another thing that guys attempted to run with, right? This was the source technique right here, right? When I would come on and do my thing, this is how I was formatting my show. The people see that now, that's why they talk the way they talk. Views don't matter. Because when I did this, right, shout out to Wallow, there's Wallow right there. When I came on the scenes and this was my format for how I was running my show, how many content creators tried to jump on this wave. Now, anytime you jump on somebody's wave, man, and you don't acknowledge them, it's sad, man. It's sad, number one, because you're copying. You're copying, right? And as a copycat or a follower, but then you try to act like you're not a follower or you're not following, it's sad, man. It's truly a sad. But shout out to Wallow for coming out and saying that views don't matter, because now they are seeing that the people that all these people claim that they don't watch or don't rock with, don't fuck with, this is who you're trying to emulate and be like. That's why, my new saying going into 2025, I closed out 2024 telling y'all this, I'm not an influencer, but goddamn, when I do the things that the influencers do, and a lot of you guys copy, including some of them. But let me get over here, man. This topic right here, what this young lady said, what this lady says, breaking news. Now look, see, we could talk about this right here. This is breaking news, right? And this was from yesterday. And I want you guys to see it. Okay, y'all can see it. Hold on. You see, I took that raw sea moss right there with the sea salt and everything on it. Just a little break off a little bit right there. That's the best way to take it, truthfully. But you don't have to take it that way. That's how we give it to Jihad. When I give Jihad sea moss after a weigh-in, he's getting it like that, with the sea salt, all that on there. That's the best way to take it. Grind it up. I'm not going to give you the full formula, because like I said, I got to pay now, man. Well, you get it like that, man, with the other minerals and nutrients in it. It'll rehydrate you to the T. To the T. Right, look at this. It's official now, right? So let's start the show off talking about this, right? Now this is via ESPN Ringside. There you see, and Mike Cobbinger also. But as you can see, let's blow it up. Dennis Berechek and Keyshawn Davis are finalizing a deal to fight for the WBO title on February 14th in New York City. Now, when I open up the panel later, I want people to come on and give their opinions on this, right? We just seen Keyshawn Davis sell a lot of tickets in his hometown of Norfolk, Virginia. Will you have that same effect in NYC? Now I say that because of this, right? Norfolk, Virginia is not that far from New York, but it is the winter time. But I think that he can sell a lot of tickets, and I think that he can bring a crowd from down there up. That's just me personally, because I seen him fight in Newark, on the Shakur Stevenson undercard, and he had a lot of people in there supporting him. And one thing about when you have a real fan base, and I want some of you YouTube content creators to catch this, right? A real fan base, not a YouTube boxing fan base that all they do is give opinions and sit around. When you have a real fan base that follows you and really supports you, they pull up to your fights. That's what I'm saying. Now, Berechek, he's going to sell tickets, right? I want to tell you why. His people's going to support him regardless. Lomachenko, Usyk, all those type of guys, they're gonna be there. They're gonna support him. That's why the fight is really in NYC, because they're gonna come out. And Top Rank knows this. Todd the Buff, Carl Moretti, those type of guys, they know this. But my whole thing is Keyshawn Davis's people's gonna pull up. And I wonder who's gonna be on that undercard as well. Probably some local guys, right? Maybe Shushu Carrington, maybe a Jihad Tucker. We have to wait to see, right? But I did definitely have some locals. When I say locals, I mean like NYC guys. Because that always helps to move the needle as well. Put a comment in the chat if you're getting this. Either way, over here, back here, over here, if you understand what I'm speaking on right now. This is the logistics side of boxing that I'm educating you guys on right now. But this fight is a go. March 14th. I mean, not March 14th. February 14th. Now let's look at the calendar. Let's look at the calendar to see what day that falls on. Now that's a snowy season, man. Hopefully we don't get no snow. Remember the last fight, it snowed that February. I remember I was so tired. I covered it. Remember those Shockey Forster? And then it snowed, man. It was like, man, it wasn't a bad snow, but it was a snow. Well, let's look at the calendar. You know, hit the like button, refresh the super chat, all that. Shout out to Bruce Gas. Yo, Bruce, I got the behind the scenes camera kind of far away, but I see you up in here. Shout out to Latrice Johnson as well. Latrice, you have to market your hat. Latrice got one of the pink hats. Shout out to Cancer Awareness. I don't know if she's still in here, but she has one of these, the pink, for the females. Definitely take a picture, a selfie, tag me in that so I can use it for what? Promotional marketing use, right? But yes, Latrice also is starting up her podcast. It's Hit the Streets Johnson, I believe. Definitely check her out on Facebook as well as Instagram. She is Team Muscle Evans. She does a lot behind the scenes for my family. D'Angelo Muscle Evans. And look, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag because I know the business. I believe Muscle was out there in LA or on his way to LA. Right? Maybe Muscle, look, you know, I don't know. You know, other things have happened. Muscle is working his way up the ranks. Could Muscle be getting a Golden Boy promotional contract soon? You know, we do know another Wise Owl fighter is on Golden Boy, right? Shout out to Charles Conwell, who was in action tonight. Might we be seeing Muscle get that big time promotional contract with Golden Boy? Because that's how it usually works, right? If you guys know the business, do any of y'all know the business of boxing? I know a lot of you guys sit online and talk it all the time. Do you actually know how the business actually works? Right? Or you don't? What is it? Do y'all know or not? Or do y'all want to get with somebody that knows a little something and is growing in the game? Or y'all just want to continue to sit around acting like you're doing it the same, but you have no growth to display or show? Hit the like button, man. Well, let's see when the 14th is, man. Let's just see when the 14th is real quick. Boom. That is a Friday night fight. I thought that, man. That is a Friday night fight. Valentine's Day. Friday night fight. Now, I wonder, is that going to be in the Hula Theater or MSG? Will that be in the Hula or MSG? We don't know. We do know it is a Friday night fight. And that fits suit because remember when O'Shaquie and Robinson Castacion fought? That was a Friday night fight as well. And that's why I said, look, it's no, yeah, they called us, man, that was a rough night for me. I remember it because I was at the fights. But I was good because, like I said, I no longer drink. So I was just like leaving there, jumping in my machine and getting busy. But I was like, damn. I seen the snow coming. I was like, man, they robbed O'Shaquie that night, but O'Shaquie got it back. And we was just on that call with him. So shout out to Shocky. So this fight is set to go. Friday night. That is a Friday night. Hopefully some of you local guys that sit online and always talk boxing with no motion, go to the fights, man. This is a whole nother year, a new year coming, that you have opportunities to actually come outside. Because a lot of you guys just sit around, you brought the market value down because you don't do nothing. You don't contribute to the sport. You know, we gotta. This is why, and I'm gonna get to Devin Haney in a second, because my guy Malik. Shout out to Malik. Malik said something yesterday in regards to Devin Haney. Right? Oh look, I talked you up, Malik. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. Right? I'm gonna get to Devin in a second, man. Yeah, we got options over here, Malik. Look, you see the table? Look at the behind the scenes. We got more than options, man. This is Shaw News Enterprise, man. You know, that's why you know my saying, Malik. You see, Malik said it. You know, you do have options. That's all we do, man. We really have options over here, whether it's the CMOS, the string, or the merchandise. Get with me, not against me. But if you go against me, it's all good, right? It's all good. Cause like I said, anybody that goes against me, I'm good. I'm Kobe Bean Bryant. Rest in peace to Bean, man. Once you go against me, I just don't fuck with you. You heard? That's where I'm at with it. And just, stay out of my way. You like how my man said in Sugar Hill. You do your thing, I do my thing, right? You do your thing, I do my thing. Just don't get in my way. But when I get to Devin Haney in a second, matter of fact, since I'm on a little bit of boxing, let's get to Devin Haney, right? Let me pull up, because Malik was cooking yesterday. Shout out to Malik, man. I'm gonna play Malik's audio a little. I clipped it up a little bit. I gotta put more of it out, because that live we did yesterday was fire, right? That was fire. But let me go over here. Matter of fact, I can do it right here. Look, I'll leave this up because I want to give Keyshawn some shine. Friday night, February 14th. If it's a Friday night fight, it might be the Hula Theater, but you never know. They might give him the big garden. I gotta make some phone calls. But normally when they do the Friday nights, it's the Hula Theater. It's not the big garden. I'm just saying, I don't know. I could be wrong. But I was right about this though, right? For those of y'all that really rock with my channel, didn't I tell you that Keyshawn was getting homeboy in February? I said it, right? I remember I told an unhonorable guy that be sitting on the internet. I said, yo, man, because I know these things, man. The young guys say, yeah, I'm outside. I don't say I'm outside. I say I'm in the room. I'm in the loop. Look, I'm in the loop. Give me the loop. Give me the loop. MSG, no. No, what you mean, no? MSG is the spot, man. Right? The world's most famous arena, man. The Barclays Center is really not popping no more. The Barclays Center was the upstart quick spot. And it's just not rocking anymore, man. And it's not even a PBC thing. It's just the Barclays Center's not rocking. Like the Barclays Center in the early 2010s, 2012, it was rocking. Zab Judah, all those guys, Golden Boy. See, look. I'm gonna give y'all a real history lesson of this boxing. Before PBC, it was Golden Boy. All of those PBC fighters were Golden Boy fighters. Yeah, they had the Barclays Center rocking. And then the PBC emerged, and they took it over, along with Lou DeBella. You see how I can throw names out there? Now, a lot of these names that I'm throwing out there, they're casual. That's what you guys are to me. Even though you talk boxing, you're casuals because you don't really know nothing about the business. You don't know how fights are put together. You don't even know the intricate players. Because if you really knew intricate players, a lot of you that sat online trying to come at me or get in my lane or undermine me or disrespect me would have never did it. Y'all would have linked up with me. Because if you pay attention, y'all would have seen that from the jump. Not only was I an intricate part of the media world, I was an intricate part of moving tickets and getting with the actual players. But like I said, a lot of people don't know how to build. And it's sad when you don't know how to build. Because when you don't know how to build, what do? You burn bridges. But when you know how to build, you connect bridges. And that's what I was doing. I was making connections. And then, like my man Malik said a couple days ago, and I said, I got 100 stacks. And I made a phone call. I said, would you back me on this? Because somebody told me that I switched up on somebody, but I'm willing to put up 100,000. Can you back me on this? They said, absolutely. So I put out a video. I said, I got 100,000. If they could say that I switched up, I didn't get a response though. I didn't get a response. But my people, I made a phone call. I was like, I'm, 100. 100, man. They said I switched up. When I was the one really out here getting to it. And then it got back to me that they was talking crazy on me and my name and, my brands and my businesses, right? When I'm a real businessman out here, man. Like, what is this? Where do we do that at? When was it cool for people to talk bad about people that are actually doers and builders? Man, I never understood that, man. Never got an apology. Never did. But that's neither here nor there, man. But shout out to Keyshawn for locking that in. First time gonna get a world title. And look, I already hear, if he's successful there, the 14th, and take a successful March, they might be going to the table. And that, I was talking about this a little bit yesterday, but I just let the guys rock and roll. And I'm gonna break it down for y'all now since we're talking about this. I think Keyshawn will definitely get the fight before Shakur, right? You know why? Who is the cheaper alternative? And I say that respectfully. See, yesterday I would have talked about this, but when you have an open panel and you really know the logistics of the business, you just don't say a lot of stuff. You let the people just vent and talk what they talk. But when we look at market value, right? Tank Davis, right? He's fighting Lamont Roach. I don't even think Lamont Roach is getting $1 million guaranteed. You can look it up yourself. I'm just gonna put it out there, right? If this is the type of guys that he likes to fight, where he doesn't have to pay them that much. Like we seen Frank Warren. I think Frank Warren got a little maybe 1.5, right? He didn't really get that much money, right? So Shakur Stevenson, a guy who we already seen, he plays hardball when it comes to his bag. Top Rank was offering him what? 5 fights, right? $15 million. So that's roughly $3 million a fight. And he walked away from that. So in order for him to get a Tank Davis fight, he'll probably at least want a minimum guaranteed of $3 million, right? I just told you Tank Davis is not even probably paying Lamont Roach $1 million for a guarantee. So definitely Shakur is not going to be on that table. Whereas this guy, Keyshawn Davis, we really don't know his market value yet like that. So they probably can, what we call in the business, lowball him. Because that's what they do over there. They lowball you with a lowball guarantee. You understand? Or do you don't understand? If you understand, say understand. But that's the PBC model, right? And then they tell us about the back end. The back end. They got to know the back end. But nobody never knows the back end. What we do know is the guarantee. The guarantee is always low over there. It's a crazy low guarantee. And then they give them, they give them the jewelry. They're like, we'll give you the drip. We'll give you the drip. They throw them in, I don't got my chain on today, but they put them in the jewelry, right? And then you look the part, right? You look the part, right? Gumbo, shout out to Gumbo, man. Gumbo, you made the news too, man. I got a couple of shorts out there with you as well. I gotta put some more. He said, Malik Killer, yes, back defender. That's Al Heyman's nephew, man. Leave Malik alone. Malik had to come clean yesterday. I knew something was up, man, because Malik, I knew he was related to Al, because that was the first thing he said. He's like, you got a problem with Al? I was like, y'all don't even know him. I don't know Al. Never met him, never seen him. I seen him, when he dipped off the camera at the Mayweather fight. I seen him at the Paul Williams fight back in the day. Remember, he used to manage Paul Williams. Al Haymon was a manager. Still is a manager. He used to be at the fights, but no longer. Now, he moves in the shadow. He has guys like Malik. He sends out his goons like Malik. Malik is one of Al Haymon's goons. He's his nephew. Al's his uncle. I know he was related to somebody over there. Yes, call Al. Call Al. These guys can't even call him no more. EJ couldn't call him. EJ ain't heard from him in months. And then he popped back out, man. That's what happens when you go against Al. See, EJ won against Al, right? Y'all know that, right? The three of y'all that's in here, y'all know I'm cooking right now. EJ won against Al because Al knew that Crawford was going to whoop his motherfucking ass. And Al was trying to protect him because Al had a plan for him. And Al's plan was working. Al had a whole bunch of YouTube content creators in his pocket, and they was, shooting Terrence Crawford down. All EJ had to do was just not take the fight. But Terrence Crawford, being anointed, made that phone call to him and enlightened him. And then EJ did what my saying is, you do have options. He got with his options. And he made the fight. And the rest is history. The rest is history. The rest is history, man. That is correct. Shout out to D Young, the Cubes in the building. Shout out to Syracuse, man. You got a lot of snow up there. A lot of snow already, man. Good brother D Young in the building. He said, Gumbo, why you starting up, man? Gumbo, leave Malik alone, man. Malik is a good young brother. I like Malik, man. I was giving Malik that work yesterday, though, man. Malik was trying, man. He was coming, man. You know what it is? See, these guys, a lot of these guys be thinking, because I talk, right? I talk, man, right? So these guys be just thinking they could just get at me because I talk. But I show, though, man. I just don't talk, man. I be in these rooms, man. Why you think my man Timothy Bradley, right? When I jump in Timothy Bradley's chat, right? Timothy Bradley gives it up to me because Timothy Bradley knows me, man. He knows me, man. All these guys, they know me, man. The same way I talk on this internet right here, when I be in those rooms with Jihad, and I be sitting there, I talk the same thing, man. And now they know, they like, man, this guy learned a lot, man. He's very witty. I do the same thing, man. I'll be like, yo. That's how I broke Malik down yesterday. And Malik kind of got, he put his foot in his mouth. And we're going to get to Devin Haney now. Because Malik told me that Devin was one of the 4 kings. And I was like, all right, I can dig it. I'm listening. But then Shakur wasn't one of the kings. But Shakur deserved a tank fight. And he wasn't a king. But one of the kings didn't deserve the fight. So that confused me. See, I listened. I have 2 ears, 2 eyes. I'm an observer. So when he said that, I said, yo, whoa, I don't want you, wait, a guy you said is not a king. Shakur's not a king, but he deserves the fight? How? If Devin is a king. But then he cleared that up. I love the way he cleared it up. He said that Devin and Bill are out here pimping people. And they don't like that. And they don't. I guess they don't, right? Because Devin and Bill talk a lot of shit. Well, not Devin a little bit. More so Bill. And I think what Bill does, he's smart. He goes at all the thirsties. You know who the thirsties are? The YouTubers that want to be famous. They want to be celebrities. He goes over there. He gets with those guys. He gets with what I like to call the jive turkeys. That's why you see Bernard was calling him a sucker. He said, yo, you a sucker. Right? Because he knows the sucker moves, man. Right? But, rightfully so, right? But Bill has been pimping a lot of these YouTubers for so long that have no motion. So now it's showing, right? Because with all of their narrative pushing, right? With all of their narrative pushing and, views and all that, Devin Haney is kind of out the loop right now. And you see how they're trying to clean it up? Oh, he's going to stay out of boxing for a year. Why? He's not suspended. Ryan Garcia was suspended for a year, not Devin. Why Devin's not getting to the motion? So when Malik said his statement yesterday about Devin being mentally broken, Malik was on to something. That's why I told Malik, I said, yo, Cook, brother. Cook. You were absolutely correct. He's broken mentally. Because when you are, remember, before he got beat up in Brooklyn that night, that was my birthday too, man. Man, I had a good seafood boil that night. When he got beat up that night in Brooklyn, prior to him getting beat up that night, man, Bill and them was popping it. Look, look. Yeah, they was popping it. Look. See, I could do it too. Look, I'm from the town. Look, I'm from the town. They was popping it. Look. They was popping it, right? It was the Devin Haney era. He was going at Floyd. He was going at everybody. He had all the Crash Dummy YouTube channels. They was out here. They was popping it, right? But then Ryan Garcia went in there on Ostarine, and it gave him extra strength. Ostarine. I didn't know Ostarine does that. I know Devin's defense, he didn't have the phone booth up. Now, if you see, shout out to Nate Jones. He's out there working with cousin Nate Jones. He's keeping it right here. He's right here now. He's phone booth, right? But he wasn't with the phone booth, so that left hook was lighting his medulla oblongata up. He was G-Dep. Look, get this money, take this money. Ain't no way you can take this from me, right? He was Harlem shaking, but I thought the fight was in Brooklyn, right? But yeah, he's taking a year off. Why? I know he's suing. Shout out to Duke Farrell. Duke Farrell touched on that yesterday on the panel too. Could he be receiving a backlash now? Because you know, these guys stick together, man. The same way you so-called YouTube crash dummy channels and guys with no bullshit stick together. How do you think these people, the suits, the real players, they stick together too? You don't think they'd be like, you don't think they'd be like, look, I'm gonna use my guys in here, right? Because me and my guys is building, right? So it's like this, right? I'm gonna use, but this is the breakdown I'm gonna give you, right? Top rank, Golden Boy, Matchroom. But instead it's gonna be Gumbo, me, Malik, and CW, right? So I'm gonna be like this. I'm calling up Gumbo. Gumbo has his thing going on. I'm calling up Malik. He has his thing going on. I'm calling up CW. He has this thing going on. So this is how they did Devin. Golden Boy was like, yo, this guy's suing me. If you guys do business with him, I don't think I'm gonna be wanting to do any business with y'all moving forward. They'd be like, oh, all right, we know, I understand what you're saying. Okay, cool. Yo, this guy's suing me. He might try to come to you now because, he can't do nothing with me. If you guys do any business with him, I don't think I want to do business with y'all moving forward. Oh, all right, we understand, we get it. Now, maybe that's what's going on right now because this is the game. We seen that happen to Allen Iverson in basketball. It happens when the owners, right, the real guys at the table, are you going to play the short game or the long game, right? These guys are going to be making money forever. You know the John Legend, Rick Warren, we going to be rich forever and ever, right? So if I call Gumbo up, right, and I call up Chris and I call up Malik and I'll be like, yo, don't do no business with that guy, man. You can do business with him, but moving forward, me and you, we can't do no more business. And they know I'm in the long game. You think they're going to play the short game and do business with a fighter that's going to be out the game in a second? Or they're going to be like, you know what? You're right. We going to be rich forever and ever. So Malik, you might have been on to something, brother. You might have been on to something. And shout out to Duke Farrell. Duke Farrell said it as well. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. But that's how the game is played, though, man. And see, you YouTubers play that, because that's what y'all did about me, right? 6 years ago, or whenever I went at Earl Spence, right? And y'all was like, oh, don't fuck with Shy. Don't fuck with him, right? I don't give a fuck. I'm not a YouTuber, nigga. Don't fuck with me. Because I'm still going to get to the motion. You know? Now I bet you Earl Spence wish he still fucked with me. You see how my nephew is popping. And I'm laughing at all you dudes, you bum ass niggas and bum ass bitches, part of my language, that said y'all didn't want to fuck with Jihad. Y'all don't need to fuck with Jihad. Jihad is on, right? Yo, Jihad is on. Jihad had a hot 2024. How many young prospects, other than Jihad and shout out to my young boy, Abdullah Mason, fought internationally? What other young fighters, man? What other young American fighters got an international buzz this year? What other than Abdullah and Jihad? I think they're the only two. Because we know none of the PBC guys, they only did 5 shows, man. Who are some of the young PBC fighters over there? Do they have any? Who they young, like, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. We gonna be rich forever and never. Who are some of the young PBC guys in the wings waiting to take the sport over in a second? Do they have any? I know we got, well, I didn't get excited because I know the game. Motherfuckers got excited. Earl Spence popped back out. Earl Spence is old. We talking about the Charlo brothers. They old, man. Who are the young guys, man? This game is a revolving door. Who are the young guys? Where are the young guys over there at, man? 20-year-olds, the 21s. You know, where are the Jihad Tuckers, the Abdullah Masons? Where are those guys at over there at the PBC side? We gonna be rich forever and never. Where those guys at, man? Huh? Where those guys at? I don't even know if they have any. Have they signed anybody? Does anybody know? I know Kamel Moulton, right? But Kamel Moulton, listen, look. Shout out to Kamel Moulton. You know, I hope you are doing your thing and everything. But Kamel Moulton got signed to Mayweather Promotion, and he was about to fight on a Danny Swift Garcia card. He's been bouncing around. Right? He came out the gate fighting on a big card, but then after that, it was like, damn, what's up? This guy's fighting on a chitlin circuit. He's probably the only one. And I was waiting for somebody to say it, but I said it for y'all, man. But where are the other young hitters at, man? If I'm not mistaken, all the young hitters are not being signed by PBC. They are going other way. They're going to Top Rank. They're going to match. And we just see Shakur's young cousin, Zakiah, Zay, I call him Zay, man. He got a matchroom deal. Why aren't these young guys now going to the PBC? Why? Why aren't they? I don't know, man. I don't know. But let me stay with Dev, man. Dev now. Hopefully these YouTubers, right? You know, these YouTubers with so much flex and muscle, man. Yo, they can kick down doors, man, and get Dev and Bill popping again, man. But, you know, like my man Malik said, they might be done. Or, you know, I'm going to tell you, they're not going to be done. You know what they're going to do? With Bill, because Bill's a smart businessman. Bill's going to have to make that deal, right? He's going to have to make that deal like he did to get Dev the title, you know? Remember when they said, I think he was on, you know, I do this, man. He was on Barbershop Conversation. And another guy that y'all hate, right? Y'all don't like Rick Glazier, but Rick Glazier's a player, man. Rick Glazier's a player, man. Don't sleep on Rick, man. Rick knows a lot of people, right? Yo, Rick Glazier was on there, and he told Bill Haney that you're gonna have to make that phone call to the guy in NYC. You're gonna have to make that phone call, right? I think Bill made that phone call, and then what happened? Dev got the world title shot, the undisputed. Right? He got the undisputed. Right? And the rest is history. So I think Bill is gonna have to make another deal. And the deal is not a YouTube deal. See, these YouTubers, they don't have no flags, man. They don't, man. He said, you want a contract, I'll get you right. Nah, a contract. I don't need a contract over there, brother. You don't know I've been turned down to contracts, man. Look, Malik, man. I'm a self-made, man. Look, Malik, man, let me show you, man. I'm an independent player, baby. And look, I'm an independent player, man. I have goods and services. I don't need a contract. You know what I need, Malik? If you want to really talk logistics, I need a distributor. Oh, I need a distributor, man. I don't need a contract. I need a distributor. I need a distributor. I hope I ain't lose you with that one, Malik. But I appreciate you though. I go to the table trying to negotiate contracts and things. I need a distributor. You know? We on our Master P, man. Shout out to Master P, man. You know, we really moving units, man. I need a distributor. Make a clap to this, right? Make a clap to this. I don't need a contract. Contracts are for what? Right? Come on, Malik. You know the game, right? A contract is for what? A slave. A 360 deal. Now I need a distributor. You know? What are we talking here? Make him clap to this. Make him clap to this. He said, I don't know. He's fighting, it might be the Hula Theater, D. It might be the Hula Theater because the fight is a Friday night. I don't see them opening up the big garden on a Friday night unless the Knicks is playing that Saturday or the Knicks is out of town. No, we'll find out though. They'll announce it. They'll announce it, man. But normally Friday nights they do the Hula Theater. They do downstairs. Downstairs, up on Broadway, down. But the Hula Theater still be rocking, man. It just ain't upstairs, man. Upstairs is the big room, man. You know, upstairs is the big room. You know? But yo, the Hula Theater is nice, man. It's not a bad seat in the house in the Hula Theater, man. For everybody that's ever been to the Hula, you know what I'm talking about, man. The Hula is nice. Listen, man. I was never a big Madison Square Garden guy because, like I said, I came in the game. I was a heavy Premier Boxing supporter. I had a lot of Premier Boxing fighters that I fucked with, right? But I used to go to the fights at the Garden. And of course, too, I like the Barclays Center because most of the people that work at the Barclays Center, they're from around the way. So I used to go in there and move around freely. Yeah, they fighting for the title, Gumbo. They fighting for the WBO. They fighting for the WBO. And then when I started rocking with Madison Square Garden, you know, I just seen the Madison Square Garden was a lot more classier. It was a lot more classier. And then, you know, the rest is history. I'm Team Tucker, official boxing business. Now I done been in the locker rooms and all of that, man. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I'm spoiled, man. You know, I'm spoiled, man. Yeah, we walk around the metal detectors, man. I'm spoiled, man. You know what I'm saying? What's that Fat Joe line? Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. And the boxers don't check us because we walk around the metal detector, right? You know, lean back. Lean back. Y'all see my videos, right? Did y'all see my videos? I think I'll be fine, right? Yeah, did you see me and my nephew, right? You know, me and my nephew, right, and my daughter. Y'all seen us going to the world's most famous arena. I got the content out there. When me and Bam Bam was walking side by side from the hotel to the what's the name? You know, we walk, you know, taking it all in. Midtown Manhattan, looking at the skyscrapers, like, man, going into the world's most famous arena. You know, y'all seen the video, right? Do I need to play the video? Y'all seen it, right? When I told you how, right? I said, yo, man, shout out to Trax NYC. You know, appreciate the sponsorship and all that good stuff, right? My man Trax. And I was like, yo, man, you gotta rock the jewelry, man. Let them see your shines, man. Yo, you shining, baby. You shining, right? I was like, yo, when you get on this, when you touch the scales, man, let them see the drip, man. You know, you got the customized Jahad Tucker piece, man. You gotta show that, man. You gotta show that, baby. Yeah, we shining, baby. Yeah, we shining. Of course, Gumbo. You know, Jihad is the man. Jihad is out. Yo, I was telling a lot of guys, I was like, yo, get with him, man. Now y'all know who y'all gotta get with. Y'all gotta get with Marley. You gotta get with his younger brother. They about to take off. They going to Richmond. The Nationals is next week. Marley's gonna be a 5-time national champion. Y'all better lock in with him now, man. Cause when Marley secures his first NIL deal, when he secures his first NIL deal, y'all gonna be like, man, y'all really moving funny now. Wow, how we moving funny when you guys watch people grind? You watch people build and put the pieces to the table. And then when they start level changing and hitting gears, oh, you're moving funny. No, you've been moving funny from day one because you're not official. You're not real. You don't support nothing, right? Yes, yeah, we coming with those. I want to do the hoodies, Gumbo. I didn't forget that, man. Like I said, I got to get the right plugs, man. You see what I said to what I told Malik? I got to get the right distributors. These guys always be wanting to be plugs, right? This is what everybody. If they the plug, they the connect, but they give you the middleman. They give you the middleman price. You're not the plug, man. Bring me to the plug, man. I don't, D Young, great question. He said, any news on Boots versus T? I don't know. I haven't even hit Bozy up about that, man. The Philly crew right now, to me, they just looking real weird, man. They don't, like, listen, it's just looking crazy to me. I haven't even hit Bozy up, man. They, like, the news that's been coming out of there, how fights is getting made and they don't know about it, like, it was just bad, man. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. That shit just sounds like some old janky promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, my infrastructure and how we move is different. It's just different. I don't know, man. That's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I'm gonna use this guy for example, right? Because I was rocking with them at the time. Yo, when Earl Spence fought Mikey Garcia in Arlington, yo, I announced it first. I remember because his uncle called me and told me. I remember this. I was working part-time at the Nike outlet and I posted it on my social media. I was like, and this is how I know they always was watching me, right? I know, look, right? But I was never big, but they was watching me, right? So I posted it, right? And the moment I posted it, I got the call from Earl Spence's uncle. They was like, yo, you gotta take that down. You can't post that yet. They didn't announce it. And I was like, what you mean? Why I gotta take it down? Right? I was like, why do I gotta take it down? I didn't say that EJ and them told me. I just posted it, right? But pay attention to this source I'm giving you. This is how I knew that they wasn't really for me, right? They didn't want to see me blow up or become what I am now, right? I had to take it down because somebody else had to post it first. This is why I tell you this game is rigged. And this is why I go back to what Malik said. Why would I want a contract when people that get contracts aren't real bosses? They're slaves, right? So somebody else had to post it first, right? So I jumped the gun by posting it. But just like I told his uncle at the time, I was like, yo, why am I taking it down? He didn't tell me, right? I didn't say, oh, Earl Spence, Team Spence, or it don't make sense, told me that he's fighting Mikey Garcia. I just posted it. Nonetheless, and look, watch this. Watch how I keep receipts, right? Stay on board with me real quick. Watch this. I'm gonna show you how official I've been, right? Like yesterday, right? This is how official I've been in this game, man. And God, my Father has always been with me. When these people always try to downplay my emotion and defamation of character on my name, look how good God is, right? Look how good God is, right? I'm gonna show you how good God is, right? See, when something is for you, it's always gonna be for you. They can never, yeah, they can never take it from you. They can never take it from you, right? They can never take it from you. Watch this, right? I'm even bigger than I ever was back then, right? Even bigger than I ever was back then. Well, that's why it's always good to have receipts. Yo, look at this right here. Can y'all see that? Before I even play it, I want y'all to see it before I even play it. And I'm gonna get out the camera so y'all can really see it. All right, can y'all see this right here? Receipts. This is 5 years ago. I posted this clip. What's it say? Earl Spence Jr. says he loves juniors and talks about his dog collection, right? Now, please listen. Pay attention to the literature. Pay attention to the conversation that I shared with the world 5 years ago, right here, on who I am now, but I was back then. Yeah, did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? I'm gonna bring it back one more time. Did you hear what I said, right? See, y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I am. Listen to what I said, right? I said, big fight coming up in March. We ain't gonna talk about that. A big fight coming up in March. We ain't gonna talk about that. Who was that big fight? Mikey Garcia. But listen, look, I'm gonna play the whole interview out for those of y'all who wanna be like me, attempt to be like me, but can never be me. Right? You can never be me because who I am is who God made me. And those that try to stop me from being me, you will never stop what the Father has for me. But listen to this. Ah, man, did y'all catch that? Why he laugh? Yo, did y'all catch that? When I say, yeah, that's what we do. We beat up niggas, right? Look at his face right there, huh? Look, I'm gonna bring it back, man. I'm gonna bring it back, man. So y'all can really know who y'all be talking to over here, man. Y'all have no clue who y'all be talking to. Let's look at his face. Let me stop it again. What did I call him? I said he was the face of the PBC. And what happened? What did he turn into? The face of the PBC. See, that's why it's good to have receipts. When you are somebody that does what you do, I said he was going to turn into the face of the PBC. Hopefully Malik is still in here, because Malik said I had a problem with the PBC. I can never have a problem with people that I help to build and create. I can never have a problem with the people. Yeah, right, Gumbo? Say it again, Gumbo. I thought you didn't know Spence, man. I thought so too. I thought so too, right? But how can I have a problem with the people that I helped to create? That interview right there, only 600 some views, man. But that 600 views is what Wallow was talking about. Views don't matter. But you heard the man himself. You heard the man himself. But did you hear what I said? And we ain't going to talk about that in March. Who did he go on to fight in March, and then the rest is history? He beat up Mikey Garcia, and then he became the biggest, until he ran into Terrence Crawford, who, but shout out to EJ, man. They can never erase what we were. Malik, are you still in here? Malik, are you still in here? Are you still in here, good brother? Are you still in here? Hopefully you're in here and you caught some of that. Vintage. That was Jackal Fitness days when I went by the artist known as Jackal Fitness. But let's not get it misconstrued. That was Shanu's Boxing, Shanu's Enterprise. That was Shanu's Enterprise. Yeah, what you say, Coco? Malik is on the phone with Al saying, Shy, have a video with EJ. What's going on? Man, I got a lot of videos with EJ. I have a lot of videos with EJ, man. I just choose not to, I choose not to post them. Because it's not about him. It's about Jihad Tucker, man. What was that saying they always said, right? And look, like I said, man, I stood on this business back then, right? When Jihad got signed, I was like, yo, he's better than EJ. And everybody laughed at me. They thought I was mad and jealous. I was like, nah, EJ turned pro at 21, right? 21 years old. Jihad turned pro at 17. Jihad was still considered a teenager, giving grown men the business. I think when EJ was 17, he had just started boxing. At 16, he was still figuring it out in the amateurs. Jihad Tucker was fighting underneath the bright lights already. Right? Bright lights, baby. Bright lights, baby. And I think that's why God wanted me around, so I can learn from, being around that. So when Jihad's time came, I look, I knew how to move, Gabe. You gotta know the moves. You gotta know the moves. So no, we don't want contracts. We need distribution. Distributors. Any of you distributors out there watching, because I know you guys are watching, come holler at me, man. I got a lot of goods and services that we can distribute, whether it is strain, whether it is CMOS, whether it is the merchandise. You do have what? Options. Hopefully y'all are catching this sauce this Saturday morning, man. They say I be cooking. They say I be talking too much. Was I talking too much right there, man? Or was I in the field actually covering boxing, interviewing the players, doing what I do, man? Doing what I do, man. Yo, Gumbo, I'm gonna touch on that, right? Look, he said all those channels capping for Spence were, none of them had him, Gumbo. They still don't have him to this day. Like that was 5 years ago, man. These guys wasn't even getting that then. That's why they was look. And then this is I'm gonna tell you where they really fucked EJ up and them up, right? Because like I said back then, it shows right now. This is how a lot of these guys come up. They think that if they affiliate with certain people, it's gonna blow them up. So that's what they put that in his head. They put that in their head over there. That's why they tried to run with that narrative and those lies on me. Oh, he's mad. He's this. He's that. Like, yo, dude, I'm my own man. I'm my own man. I'm God's son, man. I'm God's son, man. My father got me, right? But they didn't understand it, so that's how they tried to put that on me. They look, you know who it worked on, but it didn't work on me. It worked on IOTBA. They did the IOTBA like that too. They did the Blu-ray dude like that. Anybody that was close to EJ that they felt like was coming up off of EJ's name and didn't have their own substance, if you notice, that's the type of narrative that they try to place. That you know you need EJ to be a star, or you're trying to use EJ's stardom to come up. That didn't work with me, man, because they didn't realize who I actually was. Because God, like I said, my father disguised me. He disguised me. So when they ran with that narrative on me, right? They ran with that. And look, the YouTube idiots, the ants, they ran with it too, right? And then you know what fucked them up? Jihad got signed. I'm all over the world now. They like, damn, how did this guy just do this? How did he do this? Right? You see Jihad doing major interviews on Ellie Setback, right? Yo, we got the receipts. He did a major interview with Ellie Setback and said some old crazy. And I told him, I was like, damn, fam, you should have never said that, cuz. I was like, you didn't need to let them know that. Because I didn't want them to see me coming, right? I wanted them to think it was what it was, right? I didn't want them to see me coming because they kept lying and lying on me, right? They kept lying and lying and lying on me. So I was like, I didn't want them to see me coming. But he did this interview right here. Yeah, see that's how real business is conducted. It's only a phone call. Call out. It's only a phone call. Call out. Call out. Right? Right? That's how it works for them, right? They call out. Right? So when you do real business and you know real people, it's only a phone call. And the rest is history. and the rest is history. Yo, Gumbo, did you see Ellie's face when he said that I made the phone call? Yeah, did you see Ellie's face? He looked like he ate a bag of shit. Why did he make a face like that? Because all of these guys had spread. That's what I said. I was mad, but it was a blessing in disguise. But did you see his face? He looked like he ate a bag of shit because the lies and all that was already on my name out here, right? But then Jihad said that I made the phone call. What? I made a guy that they already said that, I lied saying that I knew Earl Spence. I was his family. They put the crazy narratives on me. I was mad that I couldn't come to Derrick James's gym. I didn't have proper equipment. They put all these defamation of character shits on me. And then you heard Jihad Tucker say, they asked me how he got signed. And I made the phone call, right? The guy that was mad, right? The guy that wasn't all these things. Oh, EJ's not my family. He don't fuck with me. I'm mad. But I was able to get in contact with real boss players, right? I made the phone call, right? Come on, man. And then I come on the internet and I talk shit. No, I really do shit, man. These guys talk shit, and then when their foot is in their mouth, they don't even have the decency to apologize, man. They can't even apologize, man. But that's just the type of people that we are dealing with, right? Look, I'm gonna wrap up the behind the scenes one real quick. Hold on. This is the Sauce Experience.